Welcome to Monza, Italy, for the 11th race of the season. It's the second of 3 playoff races in Season 1. Today, the drivers will try to conquer the Monza Oval, which was abandoned in 1969. A win by one of our playoff drivers today would automatically lock them into the championship in Miami. And now, for the Italian national anthem.
I am stupid.
Stay out. Bobby Bratton, tire position 5. Heavy function tire position 5.
And now for the command for the Italian GP. It's Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc.
I love this part. You can feel how much he's giving himself to the flute. This is impressive. Now I'm coming on your camera, mate. Wait a second. Ugh.
Charles, this is live.
No! I am stupid. I switch off everything.
Sean, happy to see you okay, but not happy to see you here. Can you just talk us through what happened, please?
I don't know. Technically, we need to check. I don't think there is. I think it's just a mistake. Put the wheel probably somewhere dirty, but it's my fault. And if I keep doing mistakes like this, then I deserve to not win the championship. So I'm performing at a high level, but if I keep doing those mistakes, then it's pointless to be at a high level. So let's see.
Charles Leclerc with the weirdest command so far in this season. He did not know he was on live. But here we go from Monza, Italy. It's the Italian GP as the green flag flies. Vaughn Riley on the bottom lane, starting from pole, and on his outside is Lightning McQueen, the 2 playoff drivers, side by side for first place as we enter turn 1 for the first time. Walter White will cut Jeremy Clarkson off, and now Walter White is into 3rd place. Lightning McQueen and Walter White made contact at Mount Pocono, and it sent both of them to the back of the field. They're now both in the top 3 here at Monza, and that's going to be great for their playoff chances. And now McQueen to the outside of Vaughn Riley, and McQueen has passed Vaughn Riley for the lead here at Monza. Walter White goes behind him, and now Walter White will try a crossover move with Vaughn Riley to pass him for 2nd place. Lightning McQueen finished dead last at Mount Pocono for the first playoff race. But can McQueen win here today and automatically lock himself into the championship in Miami? The leaders head through turn 4, and now Jeremy Clarkson on the outside lane is going to pass Walter White. But he's looking for more, as now he'll be on the outside of Vaughn Riley and McQueen, and now Jeremy Clarkson goes to the lead on lap 1 here for the Italian GP. But the caution is out, and we'll have to check the replay. In turn 1, and Crosshair goes down to block Soldier Boy. Teammates collide here, and Crosshair spins himself out in front of the field. So many cars involved. This is a demolition derby. The cars didn't make it through one single turn without causing the big one. Crosshair causes the big one on lap 1 after making contact with his teammate. Spins out Hammond, gets hit by Big Ben, and it just all piles up from there. Absolute carnage throughout the field, and we didn't even complete one single turn. An aerial view of the wreck, and Crosshair just barely didn't have enough room, and he will spin himself out in front of the field with help from Soldier Boy, and there's just so many cars from that wreck. Don't know why he tried that move against his own teammate, Soldier Boy, who's in the playoffs. And on that same turn, The Rock doesn't even get close to clearing his teammate Ryan Reynolds, and there's another wreck on turn 1 on the same lap. Basically, half the field was involved in those two wrecks on turn 1. Both of those wrecks were caused by teammates trying to clear each other, like just get into each other. And they wreck in front of the rest of the field, and everyone else just piles in, and more drivers are collected. It's an absolute bloodbath here at Monza. Another view here, The Rock isn't clear of Ryan Reynolds. He slows him down, and Elliott and Park hit them, and just more drivers involved in the wreck. Drivers involved in that wreck, more than half of the field. The drivers who survive are Sergio Bell, Soldier Boy, Donald Trump, James May, Ryan Gosling, The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Richard Hammond, Mike Hunt, and Saul Goodman. The drivers that are now out of the race after that wreck: Joe Biden, Jay Schlatt, Gregos, Lewis Park, Antonio Brown, Crosshair Imperial, and Big Ben. Despite that huge wreck, Soldier Boy is our only playoff driver that was involved in that wreck, but he will still be in the race, and he's a lap down from the leaders. Jeremy Clarkson, our leader, is in the outside lane, while the lapped car of Sergio Bell is on his inside. As they'll go to the green, Soldier Boy and Clarkson, and there's a huge wreck on the restart. Ryan Gosling was in the air, and now Clarkson has made contact with Ryan Gosling and Soldier Boy. The cautions is already out, and our leader was involved in that wreck. Somebody screwed up massively during that restart. I saw multiple playoff drivers involved in that wreck, including Jeremy Clarkson, EDP, and Soldier Boy. And you just know Jeremy Clarkson is going to be pissed after that move. What's Jeremy Clarkson doing here? He's passing cars under caution, and Clarkson will ram to the back of McQueen. Clarkson is pissed off after that wreck. He lost multiple positions because of it, but that is a stupid move by him. He fell from 1st to 7th place there, but by taking his anger out at McQueen and wrecking into him, he just wrecked himself out of the race. Here's a replay. Soldier Boy trying to catch up, and he hits into Bell. Ryan Gosling taps into him, which causes contact between Soldier Boy and Clarkson. And then Jeremy Clarkson will hit Ryan Gosling, and then he hits Soldier Boy again. Here's another angle of the wreck. Soldier Boy and Gosling trying to catch up with the field. Soldier Boy gets into Bell, and Trump hits Gosling from behind. Gosling flies over Bell. Clarkson tries to get past Ryan Gosling, but it doesn't work out for him. Another view in the wreck. Trump and James May are trying to catch up with the rest of the field before the green flag flies, but they're way too fast. They hit Gosling. Gosling flies over Bell. Bell, Trump, and Gosling all spinning around on the front stretch. Trump's still not moving, and The Rock slams into him. And then Gregos comes and finishes the job.
What the hell? Oh, now we're in trouble. You moron! You totally smashed the front of my car up! Use your mirrors! Where are you? I'm going to kill you! Lightning McQueen. Ladies and gentlemen, is about to be shot!
15 drivers involved in that wreck. McQueen, Sergio Bell, Soldier Boy, Saul Goodman, Chad, EDP, Olaf, and Cage will move on from the wreck. Trump, Jeremy Clarkson, James May, Ryan Gosling, The Rock, and Benjamin. And finally Grigos, who I thought DNF'd from the last wreck, but he was actually still in the race, but now he's DNF'd in this wreck. 14 drivers already out of the race. 19 remain. Sergio Bell, the last car on the inside lane, and leader Lightning McQueen in the outside lane. As we head back to the green flag for the Italian GP. We're now on lap 7 as they head into turn 1. McQueen leading the field, and Vaughn Riley will go to the inside. The two playoff drivers side by side for first and second. Now McQueen is falling more and more positions down the order. The damage that Clarkson gave him is definitely slowing him down here. Almost the entire field is passing him. As we head down the back stretch. Homelander will go to the inside of Michael Schumacher. Homelander trying to get every single point to get into the championship in Miami. Schumacher is already locked in with the win last week at Mount Pocono. And EDP will be side by side with Homelander for third place. The two playoff drivers with the most amount of points are fighting for a podium position as we head to lap 8 of this race. Now 5th place Walter White trying to catch up to this battle. EDP 445, who's been the best driver all season, will take the lead here at Monza. Will he be able to get his second win of the season? Vaughn Riley, very disappointed after only leading one lap. And McQueen sent it 3 wide, and now he's past Vaughn Riley. Contact between Walter White and Cage, and more drivers are collected. And Randy joins him to the carnage. Our third caution of the day, and we haven't even gotten to lap 10. Let's check the replay. Walter White very slow in turn 1, and Milik will rear end him, and he will go up into Cage, and then he just goes off from there. Playoff drivers Walter White, the Stig, and Michael Schumacher all involved in that wreck. Another view of the wreck. McQueen and Chad just barely get through there, but Walter White collects multiple drivers, and Big D Randy has nowhere to go, and he joins the wreckage. Richard Hammond and Hunt just barely missed the wreck. Drivers involved in that wreck. The Stig, Walter White, Schumacher, Saul Goodman, Milik, Olaf Zal move on. 4 drivers that are now out of the race after that wreck are Cage, Bell, Elliott, and Randy. All 3 playoff drivers involved in that wreck will move on in this race, and only 16 drivers remain out of a 33-car field. The lapped cars are Soldier Boy and Benjamin on the inside lane, while on the outside lane are all the cars that are still on the lead lap. Half the field is still in the race as we head to the green flag for the Italian GP. We're now on lap 13 of 30, and Saul Goodman will send it down 3 wide. Saul Goodman here is trying to unlap himself and get back on the lead lap. They're heading into turn 1. EDP side by side with the lapped car Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman is doing everything in his power to try to unlap himself here, but EDP's having none of it. He's trying to put him a lap down. As they come through turn 2, and EDP will lap Saul Goodman and maintain the lead. Team USA teammates Lightning McQueen and Homelander side by side for 3rd place, and McQueen will hold on to 3rd place. Homelander will stay in 4th place. As they head down the back stretch, Lightning McQueen is now going to try to pass 2 lapped cars of Michael Schumacher and Walter White. Both of them are playoff drivers, and they're a lap down. McQueen trying to get past them. As they enter turn 3, he's side by side with Walter White. He now gets past them. Now he's getting closer and closer to Schumacher. They'll be side by side. Will he be able to pass both of them? He passes Schumacher in turn 4. And now Schumacher with a big burst of speed as they exit turn 4. Soldier Boy blocks his teammate Schumacher. Now Schumacher will go to the inside of Soldier Boy. He doesn't block McQueen in time, and they'll be 3 wide going down the front straightaway. McQueen in 3rd place is trying to get past multiple lapped cars. As they enter turn 1, McQueen on the bottom lane makes contact with Saul Goodman, and now he passes EDP for the lead. McQueen with the best pass today. While that was happening, Schumacher rams in the back of Saul Goodman. Homelander spins him, and for the 4th time today, we have a big one here at Monza. Benjamin gets in the wreck, Von Riley's in the wreck, Schumacher's in the wreck, Stig's in the wreck, Homelander's in the wreck, Walter White's involved. So many playoff drivers in that wreck. Schumacher gets in the back of Saul Goodman, 4 playoff drivers right behind him, wrecking the Schumacher. They had nowhere to go, and now the Stig hits Homelander hard, and now Benjamin, out of nowhere, gets into the wreck. Here's the aerial view. McQueen was 3 wide with 2 playoff drivers, Schumacher and Soldier Boy, both a lap down. McQueen on the bottom lane scrapes Saul Goodman, slows him down, which causes Schumacher to hit him. It's Homelander. Back of Schumacher, he spins Soldier Boy out. Stig hits Homelander. Benjamin hates Soldier Boy. Von Riley, Walter White also in it. 7 playoff drivers involved in that wreck. Also during that wreck, Ryan Reynolds goes down and hits Hunt, spins him out in front of Olaf Zal, and both of them are also involved in the wreck. This wreck will have huge playoff implications. 6 playoff drivers from that wreck: Soldier Boy, Homelander, Schumacher, Von Riley, Benjamin, and the Stig are out of the race after that wreck, along with non-playoff driver Ryan Reynolds. Our only playoff driver involved with that wreck that survived was Walter White. He's still in the race. Non-playoff drivers that survived the wreck are Richard Hammond, Saul Goodman, Chrysler Chad, Hunt, and Olaf Zal. Only 9 drivers remain in this race, including the 3 playoff drivers of Lightning McQueen, EDP, and Walter White. McQueen's in first place, EDP's in second place, and Walter White's in 9th place in a lap down. As Lightning McQueen will lead us to the green flag for the Italian GP, lap 19. This is the second most DNFs in a race after Bone Crusher earlier this season. As they enter turn 1, Lightning McQueen will be side by side with the lap car of Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman trying to unlap himself as they head through turns 1 and 2. Richard Hammond in third place, but a bunch of drivers on his inside trying to pass him, including the lap car of Walter White. As they exit turn 2 and they're approaching the front stretch, Olaf Zal will go to the inside of Walter White and will be 3 wide as they exit turn 2. Richard Hammond holds on to third place as we go down the backstretch here at the Italian GP at the Monza Oval. The lapped car of Walter White was in that last wreck, but he clearly still has damage as multiple drivers are passing him on the bottom lane. This will be a top 10 finish for Walter White. The entire field is now a lap ahead of Walter White. And Lightning McQueen leads us to lap 20 of this race. We're 2/3 of the way through finishing this race. Hunt in 6th place in the purple car. He now goes to the inside of Olaf for 5th place. They're side by side. He passes Olaf. He passes Richard Hammond for 3rd. Contact between Hammond and Olaf. He passes EDP for 2nd place. Now Hunt has gone from 6th to 2nd place in 1 turn. As he exits turn 2 and onto the backstretch, Lightning McQueen in 1st place is trying to get a win to lock himself into the championship at Miami. But Hunt doesn't care about any of that. He's trying to get his first ever win in this series as they'll go side by side down the backstretch. As they enter turn 3 side by side, and Hunt will take the lead of the race, and we have a new leader here at Monza. We have a non-playoff driver leading this race. That's great news for all the playoff drivers who have DNF'd here today. McQueen has lost his automatic championship berth by losing the lead, as Hunt will lead lap 20 of this race on to lap 21. But McQueen's catching up. He's trying to get his win back. They're now approaching the lapped car of Saul Goodman. And Hunt gets into the back of Saul Goodman. He now has damage after getting to the back of Saul Goodman. Will this damage ruin his chance at winning the race here today? Olaf Zal and EDP working together, they pass McQueen. They're looking to pass Hunt. Olaf Zal is able to do it. Now EDP is trying to pass him on the bottom lane, and he's able to do it. As they exit turn 2 and go on the backstretch, look on the top of your screen, Olaf is passing Chad for the lead of the race, and he'll be able to do it. Now, the top 2 drivers in this race are both non-playoff drivers. EDP needs to pass both of them in order to get automatically into the championship. He needs this win. EDP in third place is now going to go side by side with Chad for second place. He's able to pass him on the bottom lane, and Chad gets him right back using the high lane. Olaf Zau will lead lap 21 as we head to lap 22, and EDP's right on the trail. Will he be able to pass both of them in one turn as we enter turn 1? And EDP slingshots himself into the lead of this race. In one move, he's gone from third to first. And now EDP has a chance to automatically lock himself into the championship in Miami. EDP has been the best driver all season. Can he get his second win this season? His first win was at Walmart. But one major problem faces EDP here today. Yes, he has a major lead over second place right now. I don't even see where second place is compared to EDP. But for whatever reason, the leader, whenever he's in the clean air, slows down. You actually want to be in the dirty air here at Monza. That's how EDP was able to take the lead in the first place. The only time someone has passed the leader here at Monza is either because of a lapped car or clean air. So has EDP taken the lead too early? And will he choke away this win as we head to lap 23 of this race? Olaf Zau in second place, Chad in third place. Both of these drivers led at one point in this race. Can they catch EDP as they head through turns 1 and 2? They're almost 7 seconds behind EDP. As they exit turn 2, the left car of Walter White will try to pass Hunt. They're side by side down the back stretch. And Walter White will be able to get past him. He's one of our 3 playoff drivers still in the race. EDP has the lead. McQueen's in the top 5, and Walter White is in 9th place, a lap down. But for McQueen and Walter White, they were both in the wreck in the first race at Mount Pocono. A top 10 finish for both of them will help their chances of getting to the championship in Miami. And Olaf Zau will go to the inside of Chad for second place. They'll be side by side. As they enter turn 1, Olaf Zau on the bottom lane will be able to pass Chad for second place. Both of these drivers are trying to find their first win here today, but they're both over 6 seconds behind EDP. Will they be able to catch him before the race ends? And Hunt on the bottom lane will pass Richard Hammond for 4th place. He's also looking for his first win. Walter White is now chasing down Lightning McQueen. Remember, last week, McQueen wrecked right in front of Walter White, basically ending both of their days and hurting their chances of getting the championship in Miami. Will Walter White take his revenge here? He's actually helping McQueen get past Richard Hammond for 4th place. I didn't think these 2 playoff drivers would work together. They're on a bottom lane, and remember, Walter White's a lap down. McQueen is now going to be side by side with Hunt. Will McQueen make a pass for a top 5 position? They'll be side by side, heading down the front stretch onto lap 25. An amazing battle for position between these 2 drivers. Before this race today, McQueen was 40 points out from making the championship. He needs to get every position he can get in order to make that back up and get a chance at fighting for a championship in Miami. Hunt will hold on to 4th place. McQueen will hold on to 5th place as they exit turn 2 and onto the backstretch. McQueen finished dead last at Mount Pocono. Can he get redemption and enter a top 4 here at Monza? Now, they will enter turn 3. Side by side for 4th place, can McQueen get past Hunt? McQueen trying to pass on the bottom lane, can he do it? And McQueen will pass Hunt for 4th place as they exit turn 4. But Hunt on the outside lane is going to get huge burst of speed, and he takes back 4th place. Great battle between these 2 as we head to 5 laps to go. As they enter turn 1, and Hunt is going to try to pass Chad for 3rd place, and he's able to do it on the bottom lane. Now he's looking for Olaf. They'll be side by side, and now Hunt has gone from 4th to 2nd in 1 turn. He's absolutely fantastic on passing on the bottom lane here at Monza. As he exits turn 2 and onto the backstretch, can Hunt track down EDP for the win? Hunt is looking for his first ever win here today. As EDP exits turn 4, he has over a 7-second lead over 2nd place, as he will lead us with 4 laps to go. It's been the longest green flag run all day as EDP enters turn 1. EDP won the 4th race at Walmart. He won the regular season, and now he's looking to get a win to lock himself into the championship in Miami. He now exits turn 2 and is now onto the backstretch. The lapped car of Saul Goodman is striking down EDP, trying to unlap himself here. They'll be side by side, and Saul Goodman will get himself back on the lead lap. As the EDP enters turn 3. EDP is still in first place as Saul Goodman is in 8th place and just got back onto the lead lap. As he exits turn 4. EDP on the front straightaway is going to lead us with 3 laps to go here in the Italian GP. EDP shall join Walter White as the only drivers with multiple wins in the series. As he enters turn 1, will he make history or will he choke away this win? Will he join Schumacher down in Miami? And entering turn 1, Olaf Zal and Hunt side by side, and Olaf Zal has passed Hunt for 2nd place. It's that clean air. Driver is very slow with that clean air here at Monza. As he exits turn 4, the lead's now down to 4 seconds. Never mind, he's right by EDP, and he has passed EDP for the lead. Exiting turn 4, and Olaf Zal has gone from 3rd to 1st place. Will that be the move to win the race, and has EDP choked away his win? Olaf Zal has made up almost a 4-second gap lead to the leader in one turn as they enter turn 3. Huge playoff implications as the EDP is in 2nd place, which means he won't be automatically locked in if he doesn't win. As the top 2 exit turn 4 and enter the front straightaway. Will a non-playoff driver win here today at the Italian GP as we head to 2 laps to go? Olaf Zal is trying to get his first ever victory, while EDP is trying to get his 2nd. As they enter turn 1. When will EDP make his move to try to get back into the lead? He's trying to find the right opportunity to pass him. If I were EDP, I would wait until the very last lap of the race and make my move. As they exit turn 4 and on to the front straightaway. As EDP goes to the inside of Olaf Zal for the lead. They're side by side. EDP thinks now is the right time to attack Olaf for the lead. This move might decide who wins the race as the EDP passes Olaf Zal for the lead at Monza as they enter turn 3. Olaf Zal will have one more lap to get the lead back. I completely disagree with EDP going for the lead there. Every single lap when there was a battle for the lead, 1st place slowed down in turn 1 due to clean air, and 2nd place passed him. He's giving Olaf Zal one more chance to get the win here as we hit the 1 lap to go. EDP is going to try to win his way into the championship in Miami as they enter turn 1 for the final time today. And Olaf Zal will go to the inside of EDP. They'll be side by side, and Olaf Zal passes EDP for the lead. That might be the final nail in the coffin for this race as Olaf Zal will exit turn 2 and he heads to the front straight away. EDP was looking forward to winning his way to the championship race in Miami, but Olaf Zal had other ideas, and now Olaf Zal with a huge lead over EDP. EDP choked away a 7-second lead over 2nd place. He also led half the laps here today. As we enter turns 3 and 4 for the final time today. Olaf Zal may be limited from the playoffs, but he doesn't care. He wants his first career win. The Polish driver will win the first ever European race in series history as he exits turn 4 and on the front straightaway for the final time. Olaf Zal will win the Italian GP at the Monza Oval. In its heartbreak for 2nd place driver EDP, he led half the laps today, looking to win his way to Miami. The non-playoff driver of Olaf Zal will win this race, and 2nd place is playoff driver EDP, 3rd place is playoff driver McQueen, and in 9th place is playoff driver Walter White, who finished a lap behind. We had 24 drivers DNF this race, including 10th place Von Raleigh and 11th place Homelander, and 13th is Schumacher, 14th is the Stig, 15th is Benjamin, 16th is Soldier Boy. All of those playoff drivers went in a wreck together. And 21st, and the last of the playoff drivers, is Jeremy Clarkson. He got out early in this race and took his aggression out on McQueen, which ended his day. The only race with more DNFs was Bone Crusher, with 32, and Walter White the only one that finished that race. This race had the most different leaders in a race, with 7 different drivers leading today, including EDP with 13 laps, McQueen with 6 laps, Clarkson with 5 laps, Olaf with 3 laps, Von Raleigh with 1 lap, Hunt 1 lap, and Chad with 1 lap. Here's our playoff standings. We still have the North Korean GP. After that, the 5 best drivers will move on to the championship in Miami. Schumacher already won last week at Mount Pocono, locked himself in the championship. Second place, EDP with 592 points. He's 37 points above the cut line. Third is Homelander, 569 points, 14 points above the cut line. Riley, 560 points, 5 points above the cut line. Benjamin, 560 points, 5 points above the cut line. Clarkson, 555 points, 5 points below the cut line. He could have made more points if he didn't DNF as soon as he did. Seventh is Soldier Boy, 549 points, 11 points below the cut line. Eighth is the Stig, 549 points, 11 points below the cut line. Ninth is Walter White, 544 points, 16 points below the cut line. He was almost last at Mount Pocono after a wreck, but top 10 today will save his playoffs. 10th is Lightning McQueen with 542 points, 18 points below the cut line. And with a top 3 finish here today, he has cut his points total from negative 40 points to negative 18 points under the cut line. He finished last at Mount Pocono, but top 3 here today has gone back into playoff contention. And the Polish driver, Olaf Zal, will give the fans a Polish victory lap.